this course, we have started with discussing the importance and role of photojournalism in media. Then the next step we took was to learn how to become storytellers and understand what are the necessary qualities and skills needed to be a photojournalist. The way this MOOC has been designed, we have thoughtfully brought in-depth interviews with a lot of very eminent and experienced photojournalists, photographers and photo editors who have spent a lifetime of experience exploring and practicing photojournalism. In this Meet the Photographer series, which is going to run along the MOOC, so today you're going to meet Gurinder Osan, who is a photojournalist, a landscape and a social documentary photographer. Presently, he works as photo editor for India's premier news agency, the Press Trust of India, where he heads and mentors a pan-India team of many talented photojournalists. Gurinder Osan has a lot to share with us about how photojournalists should work, what is photo editing, and his own journey of exploring the creative field of photography and photojournalism. So let's go over to Delhi and speak with Gurinder Osan as he shares this magical, wonderful and thoughtful world of photojournalism with all of us. Today we have with us Gurinder Osan. Hi Gurinder. Gurinder Osan is the photo editor of PTI, Press Trust of India, and he's going to talk to us about his work as a photo editor, and not only that, his involvement and engagement with photography and photojournalism for more than 30 years. He specializes in landscape photography, social documentary photography, and various kinds of assignments he has done in photography related to news assignments as well as creative work. A person like Gurinder has a lot of depth and a lot of passion for the work he does. You will discover that soon when he will be talking to us. The students who join this course are looking forward to getting to know about the ropes of going about photography and photojournalism. So I would like you to first introduce yourself and tell us about the kind of work that you have done and how did your connection with photography start and when?
I have been with photojournalism since the last 30 years, as you mentioned. So it's been a very long journey. I currently am at the Press Trust of India, like you mentioned. It's PTI is a news agency. It is giving content to many Indian subscribers, newspaper subscribers, magazine subscribers, broadcasters and websites. So it's a very engaging and a very interesting role that we have here. But prior to that, I've been the national photo head at Hindustan Times, which is a national newspaper, as everybody knows. Spent about 5 years there. And before that, I was with the AP. AP is another agency, though it's an American agency. And there I spent 10 years, and that work took me across to many interesting locations in terms of news. And a lot of it was also to do with sports, to do with war, to do with civil strife and disaster. So it was a very very interesting, I would say probably one of the richest photojournalistic part of my career in terms of really active shooting. I've also dabbled with freelancing as a commercial photographer. I've tried doing it for ad agencies. I said tried because I tried for 3 years and it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it, so I gave up. I've done product photography, I've done model shooting, so I've dabbled with that genre also. And I've also worked with the business magazine, which is not, it's Business World. I wonder if it still comes out. And before that, and that's where I started, I was at the Indian Express. So Indian Express was again like a news photographer's role, and again, good 3.5 years of my life spent there. Very interesting, I would say, learning in Indian Express also, especially since it was my first job. But I started when I was still at the art college, which is where I studied. And the art college, I was very clear that I want to be a photographer. So it was very clear in my head that I want to be a photographer and a photographer only. And that meant that whatever I'm going to study now is going to be pertaining to wherever I can acquire as many other skill sets, because there was no course in photography in those days. I mean, even if I had to study, I couldn't find a course to study. If I had to go abroad, in this case the US, just to create a proposal would cost me a bomb. Just to send my portfolio, which is so easy now. You just create a PDF and you just make a mail and send it off. At that time, I had to send slides, and just the tray that carried that slides, which was one of those carousel trays that you have in a projector, costed 13,000 in those days. So it was impossible for me to, at least in my budgets or my father's budget at that time, to even go to a college outside. So what I did was fine arts, because that was the closest I got to photography, and they did teach at least 2 weeks of photography per year for at least 3 years of the 4 years course that I did. So there was I would say, a reference to photography in that course. But more importantly, I think it was important to go through an art college course, because it taught you across various disciplines that one learns about fine art, about refining your eye, about light, about form, and and eventually now I can say about multimedia, because since it is a multidisciplined approach one is having, then photography to hum seekh hi gaye. We did learn photography through books, through peers, through friends, through experience, but the other skill sets really helped sort of hone my skills. So art college was a great, I thought, decision in terms of getting to what I am doing right now. And it's definitely has given me an edge over all these years, I think.
At this point, I have a reflection spot for you. You will see some options on your screen. I suggest that you pause the video and reflect on the correct answer. Once you have done, then you can resume the video.
Great. So, Gurinder, can you tell us more about your current role right now? Your work at the PTI as a photo editor. What's the team like? How many people are working with you? What is the work that they do, and what is the work you do on a daily basis, weekly basis? And so that we can understand about how does a news wire service work, and yeah.
So PTI, like its name says, is a trust, and the model of this wire agency is that we have multiple subscribers across India and some of them internationally also. And the content that we're producing, whether it's, in my case, photos, text, graphics, and very soon videos also, is being supplied as news content, not on a, I wouldn't even say a daily basis, almost like on a minute-to-minute basis. So as soon as something happens, we try and report it through our images, through our text, on how, as news develops. So the content that we're creating is then being useful to online websites, on TV broadcasters, then later the print media, which will be newspapers or magazines. So, and this is, I would say we are amongst the, being a premier wire service of India, we're playing a very big role in terms of generating the content and providing it professionally across for them to be using it ASAP. So I would say in the news dissemination process, I would say PTI is playing a very responsible and a big role currently in India. And so it's in a way it's a lot of, in my role as in terms of heading the photo operation, there's a lot of responsibility also, because the content that is being sent out by us is not just reaching the mainline newspapers, it's reaching that one small newspaper probably somewhere in Indore or Rajkot or Shillong or Trivandrum, I don't know. Like, we have so many subscribers actually, which is, thank God we have so many subscribers considering media's situation right now, but we are in a way responsible for ensuring the interest of so many kinds of subscribers and their potential pages, their potential future requirements in terms of if it's a magazine, then what kind of content they will need later. If it's a developing story, then what the images that we may have today may not be relevant today, but may be relevant say 3 days from now. So in the sense we have to think in terms of the future requirement also. So it's a lot of I would say thought that goes behind every small thing that we seem to be very easily doing, but actually there's a lot of sort of adherence to workflows, to adherence to ethics, adherence to responsibilities that we have to ensure when it comes to news dissemination, because it's very easy to get swayed, to be kind of sort of drifting away from basic photojournalism or basic news values also. So it's very crucial that we keep our head above the waters and ensure in a very professional, neutral, honest way to get news that matters to our subscribers. PTI is a very big organization. It's almost like we are getting content almost from every nook and corner of India. The operation is huge. We have about 20 staff photographers, and they will be based in Srinagar, Delhi, Lucknow, Calcutta, Bangalore, Madras, Bombay, of course, and I mentioned Lucknow. And then there is a whole network of freelancers also who contribute to us. Some of them on a very regular basis, some of them sporadically, and all of this content is basically ensuring that if anything happens anywhere in India, we get the pictures.
At this point, I have a reflection spot for you. You will see some options on your screen. I suggest that you pause the video and reflect on the correct answer. Once you have done, then you can resume the video. I hope that what Mr. Gurinder Osan has shared with us is something that you would think about and reflect upon. We're going to continue our interaction with him in the next video, so do join us.